Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. Today we're discussing some NFL and news and updates by contracts and everything. Yeah, before I get into that though, I did get injured yesterday a little bit. I got injured a little bit yesterday. I was playing basketball. We play basketball, me and my friends play basketball. You guys know MDB, of course, my cousin, you know, my best friend right there. We've been growing up with each other forever, like that. He has the New Genesis channel, of course. I was playing with him and I was playing with Keith. I don't know if you guys seen Keith actually on this channel before, but he be streaming too. He's a BLK KHE. He be streaming on Twitch and stuff as well. Pretty cool content. But I was playing basketball with them, with everybody. We had the group out there playing basketball. We play a lot of games. We like 5 games, I think, yesterday. I'm always playing center. So most of the time it's always me and Keith and guarding each other. I always play center most of the time because I'm 6'3". With them big old LeBrons on, I might be 6'4", but I'm like 6'3", 240. So he had me. Now, I'm always getting picked up too. They always pick us both every time because like you need somebody to get rebounds, play defense, and somebody to get buckets. You know, put back buckets. We be way right there by the glass. My play style, they call me the Black Jokic, Black Jokic or Zion Williamson. I'll be doing that dunking crazy stuff like Zion Williamson. When I was younger, I'm 23, but I was like 16, 17. You've seen those old videos. It might be still on here on my channel. You scroll back to the beginning. I used to love, you see the old videos. I used to love going crazy and dunking, but now I play more of a style, just like staying like ungrounded like that, more of a finesse style. I'll be doing like pump fakes, spinning off the pivot and hitting little jump shots and just scooping in. I'll be doing more stuff like that instead of always trying to fly and do everything crazy and stuff. So yeah, I was playing and I was in the paint and I got a block. I got a block. You know, you get a block, the ball in the air. I was trying to get the rebound. I slipped. Now the court was slippery. I slipped twice earlier, but I didn't fall. This time I fell, and I fell in my leg. My one leg went behind my like folded up like that, folded like a lawn chair, and like almost in a little bit. I'm like, I can do a split. I can do a jazz split, but the way it was awkwardly, so it wasn't like a split like I can do and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm gonna fold my leg and my quad hurt a little bit like that. It's a little better than what it was yesterday, but I was like, man. But we're gonna try to do a video where we try to film some basketball stuff. Follow New Genesis channel. We're doing a game actually. A game is gonna be. Hell, we used to do the game all the time every year. It was like old school versus new school. Like we have like some like our uncles and stuff. They have their team and they'll play against the young team like that, the nephews and the friends stuff like that. So they have his team and stuff like that. So we probably do a game like that where we have everybody playing against each other. So that should be fun. But I want to do the game like where it's like quarters. We're doing like either 2 halves or 2 quarters or like 4 quarters like that. So 2 halves kind of like college do, or like 4 quarters. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that kind of shapes out a little bit, but I'm gonna keep you guys updated. But that's just something that's off topic. But yeah, the Arsenal got injured. I was getting some buckets. I was getting some buckets, of course. All my stuff in the paint. My stuff is like Tim Duncan. It's not super flashy. Well, sometimes it's flashy, but it's not super flashy all the time. You know, just working, footwork, pump faking, getting your defender in the air, and getting buckets. Hey, the only thing that matters is you get the bucket. Yeah, but yeah, the Arsenal got injured a little bit, but I'll be good. But today I want to discuss, of course, the Steelers. TJ Watt, you got Cowboys, Micah Parsons. You also have, of course, who else? Trey Henderson. Yes, those guys are still looking for contracts. Now they said the Bengals are now communicating again, resuming communication with Trey Henderson now. So we'll see if Trey Henderson finds a way where the Bengals can manipulate something and give him his money so they can keep him on the team, unless they have to find a trade partner or something. Michael Parsons, I think most likely the Cowboys will keep Michael Parsons, and the Steelers gonna keep TJ Watt as well. I feel like those 2 guys are gonna stay with their team. I feel like those teams would be foolish to not let those guys stay there. But Michael Parsons, I don't know what his contract gonna be. I don't know if he's waiting out to see TJ Watt sign with something. Like, okay, TJ Watt got 31 million. I want 32 million. We'll see how things go. But those guys are kind of warranted that money. Those guys make plays constantly, over and over again. Trey Henderson, especially, he's 17 sacks past 2 seasons. TJ Watt, I think only had like what 12? Yeah, 12 sacks last year. I think 12 sacks last year. 12, 13, which is for his standard is a little lower. But if you watch the footage, TJ Watt was very good in the run game too last year. Very good in the run game, and a lot of forced fumbles last year as well. I think he led the league in forced fumbles, if I'm not mistaken. So a lot of forced fumbles as well. So TJ Watt was still doing things, even though he can get the 20+ sacks he got last time, or 19 sacks he had the year before last and stuff. But he can go out there and still make big time plays. And the Steelers are 2-13 when he does not play. So you need those guys to be on your team. And I mentioned before, the 3 elements to winning a championship: being a good team, good quarterback, a good edge rusher or pass rusher, whether it's coming from the D lineman, the defensive end, edge rusher, linebacker, You need one. You need one of those. And then O-line. If you have those 3 elements, you can win. Because you're able to do things with the O-line, and especially if you have all 3, you can definitely win. But I feel like the most important, like those are the most important 3 things right there. But if you have like 2, you might can still win probably. We've seen some people win with just 2 of those factors. But the most likely you need everything. You need everything like that when you have the quarterback. Like look at the Chiefs. You got Mahomes, you got a good O-line, and you got Chris Jones. Okay, it works. Jalen Hurts. The Eagles have a lot of edge rushers. They have a lot of pass rushers who get after you. But you have Jalen Hurts, you have a good O-line, and you have all those pass rushers they have on their team like that. So it's like, yeah, they have a lot of guys who can get at you from. You saw those sacks they had in the Super Bowl. So you have those combination of things. You can go out there and do a lot of things to make things happen. So yeah, so we've seen that contract talk been going on. Another contract that's been going on as well is Shemar Stewart. He was a guy I did do a lot of draft research on Texas A&M. I was discussing him a lot. Remember, I had the Steelers maybe taking him if they was going to take a guy early on in the first round. They took Derek Harmon, which was I think was a better option for them, but it's because they didn't get the opportunity to take him. But Shemar Stewart is a good player. But right now, a contract situation is happening with him. Hey, I'm trying to see. He was the 17th pick, right? Let me make sure. I believe he was the 17th pick of the draft. For Shemar Stewart, let's see. What was he? Was he 17th pick? I think so. Let's see. Drafted. Yeah, 17th pick of the draft. Now the Bengals contract they have for him is like the guarantees is completely different than what anything has happened before in the previous years the Bengals have done, and also for other rookies around the league as well. Like the contract guarantees is different. It's like saying that anything happens where you get injured, they can kind of basically just like kind of get rid of him and keep most of the money like that. The guarantees and the future guarantees are not the same. Usually a rookie contract is usually mostly guarantees. Like for instance, like the 20th pick of the draft, he signed a 4-year deal worth $20 million or something like that. $20 million and 18 million of it is fully guaranteed, something like that. Most time the rookie contract is almost fully guaranteed or close to it like that, or fully guaranteed. But for some reason, his contract got a lot of different things in it, a lot of different clauses that he's not really agreeing with, and they don't have him under contract yet. Now they can still trade him. That's one thing. The Bengals could trade him, but knowing that the Bengals don't have any leverage, teams might be like, you know what, we don't get that big asking price. You guys want a first round pick for him. We don't know how good you're going to be, and plus you want to get rid of him. So teams know that. So you might get the same compensation back if you do trade him, and also if he re-entered the draft, which is possible. I don't think that work in his favor fully in that situation. But if he sit out, we could see about most likely the Bengals should get a deal done unless they trade him away. But I don't know. That right there is a crazy head scratching situation. I'm surprised that's like been going on for a while. I remember seeing it at first. I was like he's like something happened to his contract. They showed the details of his contract and showing things like the guaranteed money, the future guarantees. I was like, oh, okay. And that's what's happening like that. A lot of people keep saying he's in the NFL, he should just play. I'm like, no. Imagine somebody was doing that to you. It's like they guarantee. They're like, oh, you signed this contract right here, but anytime we can cut you, we don't have to give you any of that money like that. Like it's like a little shaky. So we'll see what happens if they can kind of fix that stuff, of course. And also, we've seen some top free agents, of course, still out there. Justin Simmons, they said was in talks with the Panthers, maybe joining them. So we'll see what happens with him. Mark Cooper still out there. Keenan Allen still out there. You have different multitude of guys. Joe Alexander, I believe he's still available, of course, as well. I know he got released by the Packers. We'll see exactly where he lands. I don't know exactly where he's going. A lot of people predict that he's going to the Saints. Similar to Asante Samuel Jr., because I believe he's still a free agent as well. And the Saints they interviewed him twice. But he's still a free agent, I believe. Yep. Still a free agent. I have no idea where he's going. I said the Dolphins contacted him before, and other teams contacted him around, so I don't know where he's going to be. I don't know what's going to happen, where he's going to sign, but we'll see what happens with him. We'll see what happens with a lot of these individuals around, of course, as well. So there's a lot of top free agent names still out there. And a lot of teams do need to fill some spots up. You know, training camp is coming up, so you want to have the guys who you want to go into the season with. You want to make sure those guys have contracts already, so they can be out there with you to play, practice during training camp and preseason games, so they can get kind of like familiar with the team and stuff. Especially if you're going to rely on this guy to be a big time player on your team, on your offense or defense or special teams, whatever you're trying to do. So we'll see what goes on. But that's all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you would like to subscribe for more content, I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. I might be live streaming probably. We'll see. But yeah, peace out.